Pocket Prize Fighter! Shaquille O'Neal, aka Shaq!
I started Pocket Prize Fighter to showcase that there's actual competent fighting games on a handheld. And yes, along the way we encountered greedy cash grab games and incredibly lazy ports, but for the most part, there are a lot of great one-on-one fighters on the original Game Boy. Now saying that, I had such low expectations of Shaq Fu that it ended up blowing me away. My original thoughts were wiped out and all that remained was a big stupid grin on my face. So sit back for a minute and let me try to change your mind on Shaq Fu for the Game Boy. Shaq Fu was released in 1995 at the peak of the fighting game boom of the 90s. You play a 7-foot-tall NBA basketball sensation, Shaquille O'Neal, who apparently is the chosen one to save the Earth from an ancient alien mummy named Set. Got all that? Good, because let me spin it for you another way. You play as a pro basketball player with his own style of mystic kung fu who is out to fight a voodoo queen, a mutant, a cat girl, Alibaba, a mummy, and Skeletor. That's awesome. Right from the start, you'll notice not only the great looking backgrounds, but the excellent animation. The characters flow so smoothly that I can't believe this is also the system that housed the crapfest that was Mortal Kombat. Yeesh. Every fighter looks unique and different, and neither one plays the same. They all have different attacks and sizes, and I love that. Also, the pre- and post-fight character picks look exceptional too. Even if all the text that was in the SNES and Genesis ports was removed due to memory, you have to admit this looks great. The fighting itself consists of 2 attacks. Manipulating the controls with the buttons nets you different attacks, and to be honest, I never bothered with the special moves because your normal ones respond a lot better and faster. You also get the ability to dash forward by pressing towards your opponent twice, as well as executing throws and a shield that momentarily protects you, so good stuff. Oh, and notice that bar at the bottom? That's your fury meter, which fills up as you take damage. When it begins to flash, your damage will increase for a little while. A nice added touch that I really like. One thing that Shaq Fu is lacking is in the music department. While the sound effects do the trick, the music tracks leave a lot to be desired. It's just mediocre and nothing stands out to me. So let's talk about the meat of the game, the 2 modes of play. First off is Shaq Fu mode, kind of self-indulgent title there, and yeah, it's pretty bare bones. No story mode or any setup at all, just here you go, here's a fight. If it didn't have the manual or the internet, I would have no idea why any of these people are fighting. Not that it really matters, this is a Shaq game, but I digress. Anyways, you have 7 fights to get through with a lame ending of victory and nothing else at the end. On top of that, you can only play as Shaq here, which is a huge disappointment. The duel mode. Okay, this is where the game gets saved after Shaq Fu mode dropped the ball. See, in duel mode, you can pick from any of the 7 characters right from the get-go. Plus, you get to choose your opponent too. So you can set up your cat fights, have the mummy fight the mutant, and even pit Shaq against, well, himself. The only thing missing here is the ability to pick what level you want to fight in, but oh well. While the Game Boy rendition omits the tournament mode and blood found on the bigger brother consoles, Shaq Fu on the Game Boy is a fun B-movie-esque good time. The graphics and animation are unreal for a handheld, the music is okay, but nothing memorable, and you have a few play modes here with the dual mode being the saving grace. Overall, Shaq Fu may not be the best, but it's leagues above Mortal Kombat, Fist of the North Star, Metal Masters, and a few others I have yet to tackle. So I say pick it up, it's a lot of fun.